Okay, I'm back. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday. I've noticed Mondays we have a little bit bigger of a class than Wednesdays, so I enjoy Mondays. Welcome in, everybody. Anjana, you're back. Okay, team, I just said this earlier, but I know there's a few of you who are just hopping in. Let me get everything shared, transitioned. Lizzie is also back. So glad to see all familiar names in there. Okay, if you are with me in Corvallis, you know I love my themed workout. So today is Jacked O-Lantern, Jacked. So if you have a pumpkin, that's gonna be your weight today. We're gonna have a little fun with it. If you don't have a pumpkin, you're gonna need medium to heavy weights. Because I'm using a pumpkin, I only have one of them, but of course you can modify as need to. And if you wanna make it a little bit heavier, or if your pumpkin's too big, then, you know, do what you need to do. We also have mini bands. So I have my variety of mini bands. If you don't have a variety, I would suggest, well, if you don't have a variety, you only have one to pick from, but I would suggest the lighter one. If you had to pick one. Cool? All right, team. Make this workout your own. I'm your guide, but this is your workout, so do what you need to. We're not going to use our pumpkin just yet, but you can put it there for your decoration, your fall decoration. It's fall themed, so we better start with our Frankenstein walks. This is going to come again for our cardio later. But we're going to get those hamstrings nice and warm. Notice how I'm not throwing my back into it. Stay nice and tall. Oh, themed workouts are my favorite, and the holidays just make it so easy for me. You don't have to kick quite as high, team. I was a cheerleader, so my legs naturally just kicked to my face. All right, let's get one more on each leg. And we're gonna reverse those legs. So we're gonna step back into a lunge, reach overhead, bring it back together. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead and repeat on your own. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. So music's back, but I had to play it a little bit differently. So I know that, notice the transitions are not as smooth as before, but at least there's music, right? Let's get one more. All right, you know it's coming. We're making our way down to the floor for those inchworms. So walk those hands out into your plank. Holding your plank for 5 seconds. 2, 1, press back into that downward dog. Let's get those shoulders nice and warm. And walk your hands back to your feet. Let's do that one more time. Reach nice and tall to the ceiling. Walk your hands out into your plank. From this plank position, you can be on your knees or you can be on your toes. We're gonna go into swimmers. So we're rotating through those shoulders, team. Starting up by your ear, we're gonna get 2 on each side, and then we're gonna reverse. At this point, we should be getting nice and warm. Woo! Walk those hands back to your feet. Great job. Go ahead and get some water. Pumpkin theme, get those pumpkins ready. I figure at this point, most of us have pumpkins lying around the house. My neighbor, literally, like, my best friend, she literally has, I kid you not, like 30 pumpkins in front of her house. It cracks me up. She loves her pumpkins. I may or may not have stolen one of her pumpkins for this workout. All right, team. With your bands and your pumpkins, we're gonna start with our bands. We're going into monster walks. So not only is it a themed name workout and we're using a pumpkin, but I tried to make it fun each workout. So we're gonna start with our monster walks, bands above your knees. We've done these before. Remember, we don't want any angles, right? So we're gonna stay nice and low. We're gonna keep those knees over your ankles. What I want you to avoid is dragging your feet, and I want you to avoid opening through your hips. So as best as possible, I want your toes to stay forward here. Last thing, because I know that was a lot to remember. If possible, I want you to avoid stepping all the way together. You see how the resistance sort of goes away? As best as possible, I want you to try to keep that resistance. You're only taking baby steps, like monsters. All right, team, go ahead and get those bands ready. Finish your water. I need to start my timer. Jacked, oh lanterns. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's start with those monster walks. We do the monster mash here. I think there's another workout named monster mash. So just monster walks for this one. Stay nice and low. Whether you have a band or not, you may still be dragging that foot. So I want you to really emphasize picking up those feet. Yeah, see, the transitions are a little weird with the music. If it drives you nuts, let me know. Toes forward. Keep those hips down. This is not a up and down movement. Staying low. Mondays are a little more on the strength side, so we're going through this strength workout 3 times. Strength circuit 3 times. Wednesdays are cardio. Finish off this last one. Woo! Glutes are on fire. All right, dead lifts. See what I did there? With your pumpkin or weights, we're gonna push those hips back. Pick it up. Push those hips back. So notice, this is a hip movement. So knees, you can see the difference if I'm squatting, right? Knees pretty much stay in the same spot, maybe slightly bend. It's the hips that are doing the movement. Don't worry if your pumpkin's touching the floor or not. I could cheat and use my mini pumpkins on the side, but that's okay. Shoulders stay tight. I don't think it plays the whole song. All right, last one. Wood choppers, because winter's coming, so we gotta get ready. With your pumpkin or very lightweight or no weight, you're gonna drop and we're gonna rotate. So you're pivoting that bottom leg. Squat it down, pivot. I'll let you know when to switch sides. Cross your body, pivot. Wood choppers. I know you'd have to do it a little more aggressively if this was real, but we're working that rotation here. Lightweight or light pumpkin, or no weight. Last one. All right, same thing on the other side. We're gonna squat, pivot, diagonal, like you're putting something in the top shelf. Feel those obliques stretching here. I know our weight, our pumpkin, going to one side, but try not to favor that side with your squat. Try to keep that squat equal. Last one. All right, Frankensteins. So we're gonna hold that pumpkin or lightweight, bring it out in front of you. Like, you know how Frankenstein kind of does this, right? Nice, strong hips, athletic position, knees are slightly bent, raising out in front of you. We're not shrugging the shoulders, we're just raising. We're raising the shoulder height, so you don't need to raise all the way up. Kind of hold that pumpkin, palms facing up. Let's get last one. All right, down to the floor. This is where that light resistance band is gonna come in handy. I'm calling it the pirate ship. We're rowing, so you're gonna place that resistance band around your feet. If you have a bigger resistance band, by all means, and you're gonna row those arms back. Here we go, nice and tall. Elbows back, Woo, if it snaps, you can all watch it happen live. Woo. That's why we use the light resistance band for this one. Or the longer one if you have it. So you can protract those shoulders or bring those shoulders forward as long as you retract before you pull. If that's just too complicated for you, I want you to keep those shoulders back. It's kind of a funky move. Takes a little bit of practice to be able to segment all of those out. Okay, team. We got the monster mash with your lightweight or pumpkin. Russian twist, side to side. Monster mash. You gotta mash them, which means your pumpkin or lightweight needs to touch the floor. Feet stay on the floor, team. Leaning back as far as you can. Add that rotation. You can't mash the monsters if you're not touching the floor. 10 seconds. All right, pumpkin crunch. See, I told you I had fun with this. Feet flat on the floor, elbows to your side, press it up. The crunching is squeezing your pumpkin while you do this. Pumpkin crunch. So you're pressing over, elbows stay in. You're pressing that lower back to the floor. You're squeezing. You want to crush that pumpkin or crunch. If you're using weights, use your weights accordingly. You can adjust the weights as we go through. As you can see, my pumpkin's not very big. That's it. That was round one, team. 2 more rounds. What do we think? Fun? Nice change of pace? Get your water, team. Let me know what you thought. Yay, Elena likes it. Love the theme. Oh, thank you, Mary. I love themed workouts. It's my favorite. It's been a while since I've done it, though. I used to do it all the time on site. I had fun with it. Very fun. Feeling the pumpkin burn. I love it. Woo. Did not finish swallowing my water before I started reading all your comments. All right, let's get ready for the monster walk. Placing those bands right above your knees. Remember, we want to hold that resistance throughout this entire walk. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Toes face forward. So really try to avoid opening your hips or opening your feet. The ankles might be a limiting factor, and if that's the case, then you can open those hips a little bit. But that's the goal, right? To keep those feet forward. Hips are down, but that doesn't mean my chest is facing the floor here. Stay low, team. Whether you have the band or not, those glutes should be on fire right now. Woo! Keep it up. We have time for about 1 more there and back. Don't let those knees cave in while your glutes are tired. This is where it gets stronger. Woo! All right. Deadlifts. See what I did there? Capital dead lifts with your pumpkin. Here we go. Hips back. If you want to increase that weight, by all means, do what works best for you. Maybe you're just doing this body weight. You still master this hinging movement with your body weight. Toes are forward, about hip length apart, so it's a little more narrow than a squat usually. Squeeze the glutes as you stand. This is all in the hips here. Glutes. Hamstrings. almost there. We're going into wood choppers after this. We gotta get ready for winter. All right, here we go. To one side, pivot that foot. Squat it down. You don't have to have weight for this one. I'm gonna be honest with you, this pumpkin's not super heavy, but I'm still working. Chopping that wood, team. I know, not really, but we'll pretend. That rotation is what I want you to focus on here. Pivot the hip, pivot the foot. Here we go, other side. Squat, remember, hips stay in the center. Deep breaths. I really don't think they're finishing out the songs before it switches. Or maybe it's just not finishing the album. Here we go, finish it off. I'm gonna see if I can play that music better. Try that again. All right, just in time for those Frankenstein raises. Out in front of you, nice athletic stance. So we're not swinging those weights up. This is not a kettlebell swing. We're raising with the shoulders, nice and strong. Slight bend through the elbows, but it's not a bicep curl here. We have time for one more, and we're going down into those pirate ships. Remember, light bands for this one. Shoulders back. Christy, is that something I need to adjust in the comment box? All right, here we go. Pirate ship rows. You keep rolling. I'm just gonna make sure. Maybe it's too loud. Too loud, yep. I had a feeling. All right. Here we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Oh, I'm glowing. I'm a ghost. We have the monster mash coming up in about 5 seconds. Let's get 2 more rows. Great job. Gently release. Don't snap yourself. Monster mash. Feet on the floor. Lean back as far as you can and mash those monsters, which means your weight or pumpkin should be touching the floor each time. Let's rotate through that spine. Another option, if this is too much on your back, you can just hold this position. Hold here. You stay on guard while we mash the monsters. Keep those breaths. Don't hold your breath. We have pumpkin crush. Down to the floor, feet flat. Squeeze the pumpkin, so crush the pumpkin. Press it up, elbows close to your side. This is last of round 2. Seconds. Keep squeezing. You want to crunch that pumpkin as you press. Great job, team. This is your last one. All right. We did it. One more round. I get to read your comments. I like that part. I need to go get a pumpkin. Great names. Feeling the pumpkin burn. You are so good. Thanks, Lynn. I'm not gonna take full credit. There might have been a little bit of Googling in there. I did do a lot of it though. Not all of it though. Google is a best friend. All right, team. Let's get ready for our last strength, but you can't leave yet because we still have our cardio portion of our jack-o'-lantern workout. Let's get ready in 5 seconds. I'm gonna try to, let's see, where do I have the most room? I move this. All right, here we go. Stay low. I'm glad my watch recognizes we're working out right now. Keep those knees out, team. Toes forward, ideally, if they're pointed out. Gives you something to work towards. The one thing I tend to do when I'm tired is I shift all of my weight onto this leg. Let's not do that, team. I need to remind myself to, we want our hips to be in the center the entire time. So weight is on both legs the whole time. See how it's tempting to want to do this, right? Like a rock. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Woo, this is the last one. We did it. Deadlifts with your pumpkin or your weights, whichever works. Hips back, stand it up. So while you're tired, I want you to get a little more explosive, a little quicker with those hips. Stand, hips back, stand. So let's go down. 3, 2, 1, quick stand. 3, 2, 1, explode on the way up. Switch up the tempo a little bit. Really forces you to push those hips back, right? 2, 1, explode. Try to keep that rhythm. Slow, 2, 1, quick stand. Last one. All right, I'm gonna do my wood choppers on the other side first. Drop, pivot. Ooh, I gotta turn the stem away from me. Pivot your hips, pivot your foot. This rotating movement isn't something we train very often, but it's something we do in our daily life pretty often. We should add it to our routines at least once in a while, right? Last one. Other side, same thing. All right, I saw my hip kind of favor one side. Almost there, team. I've been really, for the most part, trying to avoid just regular squats, especially those of you in that squat over program with Nick, because I know how many you're doing on Friday. And if I were you, I wouldn't want to come on Monday, Wednesday, and do squats again. So we do squats, we sneak them in, but we don't do them directly. We switch it up a little bit so that you can be nice and refreshed for Fridays with Nick. About shoulder height. So I'm kind of holding the pumpkin palms up. Gets a little more chest when you do that. Remember, we don't want to swing. Last one. All right, let's put that pumpkin on the side. So we can use it here in a second, but we are going into those rows. Shoulders back. There's a little bit of a transition period, so we're not going right away. So you can make it to the floor and you're not rushed. All right, here we go. Remember, if you are able to segment that shoulder forward, shoulder back row, I want you to try it. Forward, shoulders, elbows. Elbows, shoulder, shoulder, elbows. Elbows, shoulder. I guess that's an easy way to say it, right? It is kind of a funky movement if you've never done it before, if it's still a new movement to you. So if you want to just work on that rowing part, just keep those shoulders nice and pulled back. Elbows, squeeze. Great job, team. Monster mash. Feet on the floor. Let's get those abs. Again with the rotating. Your option, if that rotation is too much or maybe you're not able to touch the floor, you stay on guard. Hold here in the center. Feet stay on the floor. Trying to lean back. Maybe you start with those rotations and then you end with that hold. You're working either way. Exhale each time you tap. Don't hold your breath. Last one. Woo! Making our way down to the floor. Pumpkin crunch to finish it off. Press it overhead while squeezing together. Feet are flat on the floor, giving that back a little extra support. Elbows are coming straight to your side here. Take your time, we don't need to rush this. Keep that squeeze. We have time for one more. Woo, the strength portion is completely finished. We don't need your pumpkin, but you can keep it there for decoration if you want to. I'm gonna put it by these little guys over here. Get your water, we're going into our cardio. I told you those Frankenstein kicks are coming back. And they are. While you get your water, your first cardio exercise, we get a break between each exercise, so keep that in mind. Frankenstein kicks, just like in your warm-up, doesn't need to be a big kick as long as you're not throwing your body into it. You're not swinging, keeping everything uptight in the top. Raising that leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, like a Frankenstein, right? Let's get ready. We're going in, 10 seconds, you still have a little bit of time. I'm gonna do this from the side. Frankenstein, let those arms be limp like a Frankenstein. 2, 1, I am doing the right one, right? Or is this a mummy? Oh gosh, did I get the wrong monster? I'm second guessing myself. Opposite arm, opposite leg, as long as you're not throwing your body into it. This is cardio, so if you want to go a little bit faster than in our warm-up, that's fine. As long as you're staying tight on the top, 10 seconds. 2 rounds of cardio today. Wednesdays are a cardio day, we do 3 rounds. Re-switch it. All right, 20 seconds. Of course, we have to do jumping jacks on Jack-o'-lantern day. Nothing special about the jumping jacks. It's just jumping jacks. If you want to go low impact, you're still moving those arms, but you're going to step instead of jump. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. We weren't getting away with the jump. jumping jacks today. Absorb the landing. Knees absorb. Just like in those monster walks. Whether you're stepping or jumping, big arms. You got this, team. Oh, I'm on a squeaky part. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20-second breath. Okay. Like Sour Patch Kids. First they're sour, then they're sweet. So we're gonna go 8 sprints. 8. First they're sour, then they're sweet. We're going into jabs. 8 of each. Here we go. 8 sprints. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet stay still. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8. Here we go. 8. Those are sprints, so we're moving fast, team. 8. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Here we go. Keep those arms punching hard. We're not just flailing around. Last one. Woo! Okay. Creepy crawlers. I actually had a different name for this earlier when I was training my client and had him do it. I said, oh, you look like a creepy crawler. And so I added this into the workout today. So you can thank my client for this one. From your tabletop position, we're going 4 side, 4 back, 4 side, 4 front. We're making a square. Here we go, creepy crawlers on all 4s. Flat back. 4, 3, 2. Take it to the side. 3, 2, 1. Take it back. 4. Other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. Ooh. 4. 4. Woo! I need to break. 3. I'm gonna finish it off. 2, 1. All right, creepy crawlers. That was round 1. We have one more round. Woo! How are we feeling? Doing good? One more. We can do it. Take your rest. Get your water. This is a fun workout if your kids are in school and you need something to do with them, a workout to do with them. This is a fun one. Get the pumpkin. Do a fun pumpkin workout with your kids. It's a fun one. Not that I have kids to do it with, but I am a kid at heart. You have 20 seconds left. Remember, restart with those Frankenstein walks. Okay, for this round, if you are okay with high impact, if you can absorb those landings, if you want to add every 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to allow that if your knees are allowing it, if you can add that high impact, by all means. Here we go. 4, 3. We're all starting slow though. Option, if you want to, 4, 3, 2, 1 to add that kick. As long as you can control, you can land softly. You're still working. Either way. Opposite arm reaches forward. Here we go. Ooh, those jumps actually made it go by quicker. Rest, jumping jacks. In 10 seconds. Ah, I'm working on the music. It's playing from a different place, which is why it sounds different. Still can't get my media player to work. All right, jumping jacks, let's go. Big arms, whether you're doing steps or jumps. There you go. Absorb the landing, team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20-second break. First they're sour, then they're sweet. Sprint. 8 jabs, 8 of each. 10 seconds. I put these rests here for a reason. Woo. Here we go. Let's go. 8. Jab it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Count it out yourself. Go at your own pace. Let's go, team. Almost there. Finish it off. We have creepy crawlers after this. We're done. All right. 20 seconds to make your way down to the floor. If you can, try to keep that heart rate or heart up instead of dropping your chest right away. We're going into those creepy crawlers. 5 seconds. Remember, you're making a box, 4 in each direction. Here we go. I caught my hips raising up on that last one. So let's hope I don't do that this time. You have 10 seconds. Whew, I have to break. Might be your wrist. Might be your legs. Take breaks if you need to. 3, 2, 1. We did it. We are jacked. How are we feeling, team? Before you leave, favorite candy. Halloween's right around the corner. I won't tell your fitness coach, don't worry. Anything dark chocolate is fine with me, to be honest. Not a big caramel fan. Not really like a gummy candy. Oh, thanks, Erin. Thank you, Sydney. Dark chocolate. Thank you, Travis. Salted dark chocolate caramel. One thing I cannot get myself to like is candy corn. I just can't. Any candy corn fans out there? Let's finish with our stretch, team. We have a few minutes left. Nice wide stance. Let's reach over to one side. I want you to pull your chest and hips forward. There we go. There's those candies. I see them coming in now. Other side. Chest and hips forward. So Wednesdays are a little more cardio focused. So today we did 3 times through for the strength, 2 times for cardio. We're gonna switch that on Wednesday, 2 for strength, 3 for cardio. cardio. Drop your shoulder. And switch it over. All right, rework those wrists today. So let's stretch your wrists. You can either do it in the air with your other hand. I'm gonna do it on the wall. The lower you go on the wall with your palms flat, the more those wrists are gonna stretch. If you've been working at your computer today, might need it. This recording will be on YouTube, team. So if you wanna do it again, send it to a colleague, by all means. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you for coming. I had fun with you today. Let's see, favorite candies. Oh no, did you snap it?